Hello students, today we are going to study chapter 4 from your social studies textbook, National Movements in India. Now, what do you understand by the national movements in India and why are such movements starting in India? So let's begin. See the introduction. During their stay in India, Britishers became familiar with the political condition of India. The British East India Company took advantage of the political disputes or internal weaknesses of India, and from 1757 AD, after creeping into Bengal, to the revolt of 1857 AD, it established its supremacy over India in its 100 years of rule. So, now students, during their stay in India, who are they? Their stay is the stay of the Britishers in India. The Britishers had become familiar with the political condition of India. How was the condition of India at that time politically? And to tell you students, the condition of India politically was worse. It wasn't so very good. See, the British East India Company took advantage of the political disputes or internal weaknesses of India. So, how was the condition? Condition was not so very good. We had the disputes, we had the politically fight among ourselves, and also the internal weaknesses. So, the company took advantage. Company knew, the Britishers knew that India is not very strong and it is easy to get into India. And so, from 1757 AD, creeping into Bengal, coming into Bengal, to the revolt of 1857. Students, it is 57 and not 75. It established its supremacy over India. It came and it established, the British East India Company established, you know that it was beforehand, it was there, but it wants to now make its power known, and it wants to become supreme. And so, to establish its supremacy over India in its 100 years of rule, to establish supremacy over India in its 100 years of rule. So what happens in order to show that more than 100 years that India, British East India Company has worked in India and wants to become stronger, it tries to do something. And what is that? In order to maintain this supremacy, in order to maintain, to keep up their power, the English gradually developed a strong administrative structure in the country. So, gradually, the English gradually, slowly, they introduced some strong administrative structure in our country, that is in India. Through this administrative structure, common laws, common administration, and a legal system according to British system came into existence. So, what did they do? They did that, their administrative structure, their common laws, and the common administration. And through a legal structure or system, they tried to establish their rule. 8. The English residing in India established such laws that administration that England would get more benefits. At the cost of the Indians, you will see at the cost of the Indians, they made Indians exploited, they made Indians work very much. And what did they do? That the English residing in India, they established their laws. And why? So that India gets more benefits. So that, the England gets more benefits and England can become prosperous, not India. But what did they do? They made for the cost of, at the cost of the Indians, they exploited, England become prosperous and they exploited India the most. They oppressed the Indian farmers and all. You have studied in chapter 1. And so students, this is how the national movements, first that is that, the great national uprising of 1857. The people become angry and something is that the movement starts. And what is that? The great national uprising in 1857. Some of the factors that caused the uprising of 1857 were political dissatisfaction. Now students, there are some reason why this 1857's movement or the revolt started. And the first and foremost, the reason is that political dissatisfaction. Students, you will have to underline this and you will have to remember these points. This can be asked in the exam. What are the reasons of the 1857's revolt, or what are the reasons or what caused the 1857's uprising. And so, first and foremost, political dissatisfaction, economic exploitation. Economically, you know that Indians were exploited. Social and religious factors, military factors, and immediate reasons like induction of the Enfield rifle in the army. So students, what is this? You know now that what is the meaning of political dissatisfaction. Politically, Indians were not united and all. That was one reason. Second reason was economic exploitation. Indians were exploited very much economically. Social and religious factors. Though Hindu-Muslims stayed together, somewhere or the other, Britishers were trying to divide us. And then military factors as well as the immediate reasons. Now, students, immediate reasons like induction of the Enfield rifles, which you may be knowing, which we have studied. How they were causing this induction of the Enfield of the rifle was another cause, another reason which made the Indians angry. And who was the first one to become the martyr of this uprising? And that is none other than Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey was the first martyr of the uprising. He came forward fighting against the Britishers. And so several revolutionaries like Nana Sahib, Tatya Tope, Raja Kushwar Singh, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Bahadur Shah Jafar, etc. took part in it. And so students, after Mangal Pandey, there were many other revolutionaries who came forward, who came fighting, who did not like what was happening. And so Nana Sahib, Tatya Tope, then Raja Kushwar Singh, Rani Lakshmi Bai, and Bahadur Shah Jafar. These are the people who also took part in the uprising. The uprising of 1857 produced many effects, among which are the end of the company rule in India and the rule of British Crown that was ruled by Queen Victoria. It brought change in administrative, military, social and religious policies. So students, there were some good effects, but also what happens? There were some reasons, the reasons responsible for the failure of the 1857's uprising and why it became failure. And so the failures are, you will have to remember, first reason is that the beginning of the uprising before the planned time. They started beforehand. They were angry and so they started beforehand. Before the planned time only, they started the revolt. Lack of central leadership. The Indians did not have the proper leaders who could start, who could lead. Insufficient and unsophisticated weapons. Students, we did not have sufficient weapons, and the weapons that which we had, they were not sophisticated, they were unsophisticated. Also, the importance of self-centered interest than nationalism amongst the revolutionaries. Like they were more self-centered than they had the focus on the nationalism. And so that was also one of the reasons. Then the lack of suitable and organized leadership, which we already studied. The lack of central leadership as well as the suitable as well as the organized leadership. You need to organize when, where, how, which was not planned. And so they became these reasons, these were the reasons, these were the causes which brought or which made Indians the failure. You have already studied this in detail in the previous class. When you were in 8th standard, 7th standard, you have studied about these failures as well as the reasons of the revolt. Which revolt we have been studying, students? 1857's revolt. So students, you will be asked 2 marks question. Write about what are the reasons or what brought or what were the factors for the 1857's revolt. You should be able to answer about the political satisfaction, political dissatisfaction, economic exploitation, social and religious factors, military factors, and the induction of the Enfield rifle in the army. Which were the factors for the 1857's revolt. And there were also the reasons for the failure of the revolt. And the reasons were like, it was before the plan time, lack of central leadership. We did not have proper leadership, insufficient and unsophisticated weapons. Importance of self-centered interests. They were not giving more importance to the nationalism, but they were little selfish at that time. and lack of suitable and organized leadership. These were the causes, or these were the factors for the responsible for the failure. Now let's study what happens next. Boycott and indigenous movement. Now, what boycott? What are they going to boycott? In our languages, our Indian languages, we can say as a Bahishkar. Bahishkar on what? And what is that indigenous movement? What are they going to start? Indigenous movement is nothing like the Swadeshi movement. So let's see. Boycott and indigenous movement along with Bhang Bhang movement. Underline, student. Boycott and indigenous movement along with the Bhang Bhang movement, which was in 1905, was one of the important events of the Indian national movements. So this was the one of the movements among these Indian national movements. I asked you the question in the beginning, what do you understand by the national movements and why is it starting in India? So which is the first movement? Boycott and indigenous movement. Students, when is that? Along with the Bhang Bhang movement in 1905. Because of the divide and rule policy as a result of the Britishers, these Machiavellian policies, boycott and indigenous movement get impetuous. So students, what happens? Because of the divide and rule policy. Divide and rule policy of whom or whose? This is the Britishers, the divide and rule policies. They are trying to divide Hindu Muslims in India. And they are trying to rule. They want to become stronger. And so, as a result of the Britishers' Machiavellian policies, boycott and indigenous movement get impetuous. And so, students, what happens? This indigenous movement, the Swadeshi movement, is becoming now stronger among the Indians. So, Britishers know that Indians are becoming stronger. They are boycotting the foreign goods. Bengal was a big province at the time of British rule. So at that time of British rule, Bengal was a big province. And which province, which present day states included at that time? Which included the present day Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. At that time, Bengal, Bihar and Odisha was a part of the one province, and that was the Bengal province. Compared to other states, Bengal was the central point of national awakening. So Bengal was little more aware. It was alert. It was awakened. They knew what they wanted to do. And so they had started over there. It was among all the other states, it was first one to start the movement. The impetus and thought for the national movement came from Bengal. So students, the strong feeling for the nationalism came from Bengal. In the 1857 revolt, Hindus and Muslims had collectively fought the English. So in 1857, Hindus and Muslims, they were together. But we saw that the Britishers' policies of divide and rule. Okay? The Britishers are trying to bring the poison among these Indians. Okay? That's why through the English strategy of divide and rule, they encourage communalism and cause division among people. So as I told you before also, the English people, the Britishers, are trying to divide Indians. The unity of Hindus and Muslims, where Hindus and Muslims in 1857, where they had fought collectively, they were together. And at this time, the Britishers are trying to divide them. And so they encourage the communalism and cause division among the people. Viceroy Curzon, 1899 to 1905, who ruled there, divided the vast Bengal province into East Bengal and West Bengal in the name of bringing about administrative efficiency. So students, it was the Viceroy Curzon who ruled over there from 1899 to 1905. And what did he do? He tried to divide what? The big province of Bengal. And he made into two parts, East Bengal as well as the West Bengal. And in the name of bringing about the administrative efficiency, he told the people that I am going to bring efficiency over here. I am going to make it effective. The province will be effective. You don't worry. but it was all lies. They were trying to cheat the Indians. There was a strong opposition to the division of Bengal. The people of Bengal, Indians were not at all happy with this division. When Bengal was divided on 16th October 1905, the whole Bengal observed the day as underlined that National Mourning Day. Students, because this one Bengal province, which was one, when it was divided, the Indians were not at all happy. Many Bengalis, they were very sad. They opposed it, and this day was observed as the National Mourning Day. People were not happy. What did they do? The same day, an announcement about boycotting all foreign goods and encouragement to use indigenous goods was made. So, though the Britishers tried to divide the Bengal province, the people came together. They observed that day as a national mourning day. They were crying. They were crying. They were not at all happy about this. And so, on that day, they made the announcement about boycotting the foreign goods. They said that we will no longer use the foreign goods, but we will only use the indigenous goods, the Swadeshi goods, the things which were made in our country. So that was the announcement that they made. Not merely Bengalis, but other Indians also began to believe that this division had been done to curtail the vociferous feeling and of nationalism that was catching up in India. So not only the Bengalis, but the Indians also believed that why this division was made? To curtail the vociferous. Now, what is the meaning of vociferous? See, when the movement was becoming stronger, when the Indians were becoming stronger, their feeling was so strong for the nationalism. That is what. And the nationalism was catching up. It was getting more and more, people were voicing out. And it was getting more and more, day by day, it was becoming famous. And so people were for that. People were for indigenous goods. They were boycotting the foreign goods. They were voicing out. Hindu Muslims were coming together. So the Britishers could no longer tolerate it. And they wanted to just made India, Hindus and Muslims fight. And so they start using their techniques. And so that day, Hindus and Muslims tied Rakhis to each other in the entire Bengal to express their unity. See, still Indians are aware. They know what is happening. And so what did they do? They tied the Rakhis among themselves, tied the Rakhis to each other in the entire Bengal to express their unity, to say that still they are united. This movement had three major characteristics. And which are these three major characteristics? One is that adopt indigenous product, that is the Swadeshi goods. Whatever products are made in India, use that. Boycott foreign goods. Do not use the foreign goods. And adopt national education. Adopt national education. Do not use the foreign education. So these are the three major characteristics of the movement. India benefited a lot due to this Swadeshi movement. Since they started using the Swadeshi movement, of course, India benefited, India profited from it, while the English industry was badly affected due to the boycott of foreign goods. So what happened when the Swadeshi movement started, indigenous movement started, India was gaining, India was getting profit. But whereas the English industry was badly affected due to the boycott of foreign goods. People stopped using the foreign goods. The cloth coming from Manchester stopped. Sugar, shoes, cigarettes, tobacco, etc. imported from England also reduced, and the sale of cloth made in India increased. So students, what happened? All the things which came from foreign, from England, were stopped. Imported things were stopped. They were reduced. And the sale of the cloth made in India was increased. Whatever was produced in India was getting sold in good quantity. It was getting popular. Factories for making indigenous goods were started. So the factories, industries were started for what? Making the indigenous goods. The effect of the movement was felt in other provinces of India like Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Mumbai, Madras, etc. So the people not only from Bengal, but from Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Mumbai, Madras, etc. became aware of what? The indigenous movement. And they too started this indigenous movement in their own states, besides Bengal. So the echo of the Swadeshi movement was felt in Gujarat too. Even the Gujarat was also to adopt this policy of what? Swadeshi movement. The echo of the movement was also felt strongly in the British Parliament, and just within 6 years, that is from 1905 till 1911. So during these 6 years of time, the division of Bengal was scrapped after a rethinking by the Parliament. So see students, even the movement was so strong, even the effect was felt in the Parliament also. This was a memorable victory by the Indians, a victory of the relentless united efforts. So opposing what was happening against the Britishers, however strong the Britishers were, but Indians were also becoming very stronger. They were voicing out, they were opposing all that the Britishers were doing, and they were getting united. This was a noteworthy victory of the new awakening against the English rule. So students, this was the outstanding victory, a triumph of the awakening against the English rule. People had become aware, and now here something is going to happen, and they are going to work hard. Now, Muslim League, what is that? Muslim League started in 1906. Once again, you will see how these Britishers are trying to just bring the through that divide and rule policy, are trying to spoil the mind of the Muslims. And so we will see over here, Muslim League 1906, by adopting the divide and rule policy, the English wanted to create a conflict between Hindus and Muslims. See, now these Britishers know that Hindus and Muslims are very much united. In Bengal, they tied the Rakhis to one another. But now here, what is this Britishers are doing? The English, they are trying to create a conflict between Hindus and Muslims. The then Viceroy, Lord Minto, who was the Viceroy at that time? Lord Minto, and the Indian Wazir, Diwan Wazir Morley, together plan to crush the Indian nationalism. These two of them are coming together, and they are poisoning the mind of the Indians. They are trying to crush the Indian nationalism. When the national fight became stronger, the English began to favor the upper class Muslims. So you see, now they are trying to the English people, these two people whom we saw, that Lord Minto and Morley, they are trying to favor the upper class Muslim. They are trying to poison their minds. The English became successful in convincing a group of Muslims that they must form a Muslim organization to demand for a separate voting rights and separate voting centers. So students, it is not that the Muslims are coming, but these people, the Britishers, the English people who had poisoned the minds of the Muslims. And which Muslims? The upper class Muslim. By telling them what? Telling them to demand for separate voting rights and the separate voting centers. As a result, Muslim League was formed. As a result, they convinced the Britishers convinced the Indians, and so they demanded what? A separate league, separate Muslim League in 1906. Religious head of Muslim Aga Khan, Nawab of Dhaka, Salimul Khan, Viceroy Minto, and his personal ministers, Dunlop Smith, had played an important role in the establishment of this organization. So students, who is that? Who is the head? The religious head of Muslim, that was the Aga Khan, the Nawab of Dhaka, Salimul Khan. So Salimul Khan and the Viceroy Minto and his personal minister, Dunlop Smith, had played important role in establishing this organization. In order to stop Muslims from attending the annual conference of the Congress. The annual conference of the Muslim League was arranged on the same day as that of the Congress. So that whenever the Congress were having the conference, what happened? This Aga Khan, the Viceroy Minto, and these other people, the Britishers and all, would create a problem, and on the same day, they would also arrange their meeting. And so what happened? So people will not attend. People will not attend the conference. Which people? The Muslims. Where will they go? They will go for the Muslim League, or the conference which was conducted by the Muslims. And so, thus the demand for separate representation is not the brainchild of the Muslims, but of the English policy. So students, some of us were blaming the Muslims, but it is not the Muslims, but it is the Britishers. It is the English policy who had created. It was the brainchild of the English and not of the Muslims. Minto started the policy of taking Muslims as associates. That's why many writers consider Minto as a father of Muslim communalism. See how cruel, how crook this Minto was. And so what he does that, he was considered as a father of the Muslim communalism. A historian also goes, or the history also goes to the extent of saying that the real creator of Pakistan was not Muhammad Ali Jinnah or Rahmatullah, but Lord Minto. It is not Rahmatullah or Muhammad Jinnah, but who is it? Lord Minto. Since then, only the conflict between Hindus and Muslims increased and resulted in the division of India. So since then, since from 1906 till 1911 it went on, and 1911 the Muslim League was formed. And it wasn't the cause, it wasn't that the Indians, but it was the Britishers. And who was it? Minto, came to be known as the father of the Muslim communalism. And students, they started creating the problems between Hindus and Muslims. They started breaking the unity of Hindus and Muslims. And so students, till today, we see that how this has been increasing. And it is not the Indians or Muhammad Jinnah or Rahmatullah, but it was Lord Minto who had created this. So students, I am going to stop the class over here. We will see tomorrow we will have the next class. But students, there are 3 important questions which I want you to learn by heart. First and foremost, about what is the reason, what are the cause of the national uprising of 1857? What are the reasons for the failure of this cause? Then, how is this Bengal was partitioned, and who was responsible? What happened during that time? Okay, and also about the conference of the Muslim League, the establishment of the Muslim League, which started on the 1906.